So hello everyone, today we are going to see one problem of LeetCode 30 days challenge. The problem name is first unique number. So what the problem is, you are given q queries and in each query you have to add the element in the data structure that you have given in the vector, or the query could be you have to find the first unique number in that array. So how can you do this? So firstly I will be explaining you the structure of the program. What is the question is, suppose you are given q queries and in each query you have to call the function add and first unique number in each of the query, and you have to report the first unique number in each query. Firstly you will be given an array of integers and then you will be given q queries, and in each query you have to add the element in the array and you have to report the first unique element in the array. So how you are going to do this, let's see. As many of you know that the vector and the or the arrays are singly entered data structure. It means that you can add the values in the vector or in the array only from the one end, that's from the back side. Okay, so the function that is supported in the vector is a pushback that we use to push the element in the vector, and so this problem cannot be solved by using vector. So you have to report the first unique element in the array or vector that you have given. So let's take an example of 1 2 3 4 5 1. So we will be using the map for storing the frequency of the element. So the first unique element in this array is 2. So how we know that? We have to use the map for storing the frequency of the element. Suppose the frequency of 1 is 2 and 2 is 1, 3 is 1, 4 is 5 and 4 is 1 and 5 is 1. So the first unique element, so unique, how can you find the element is unique? You have to look up into the map, and map take over time to look up. Frequency of the element 2 is 1. And how you know this? You have to look up into the map, but how you are going to save that first unique element in the map? That is not possible by the map, because map will be storing the all the elements frequency in the sorted order. So what we are going to do, we are going to use a doubly ended data structure, that is DQ, and we will store the first unique element at the front of the queue, and this could be possible only by using doubly ended data structure. And doubly ended data structure is doubly linked list, where we can insert the element from the back side or from the front side. So we will be not using pointer type of approach in this, so we will be using directly STL library function DQ. Why we can't use the vector? We can't use the vector because it will take the big O of n time in the worst case for searching the first unique element in the array. But by the use of doubly linked list or DQ, what we can do, we can store our first unique element at the front of the DQ and report it to the function in big O of one time, So the main use of using DQ in this to reduce the time complexity of the program. So we will be using DQ for storing the first unique element at the front of the queue. What is the use of the map? The main use of the map is to store the frequency of the each of the element, so that we can find the element that is occurring only once in the array or a vector, whatever you are given. So let's take a look into the code, how we are going to implement this. Suppose initially we have given an array 2, 3 and 5. Now what we will do, suppose this is a vector or array which we have given, and after inputting the array we will store the frequency in the map. So the frequency of 2 is 1, 3 is 1, 5 is 1, and we will also declare when DQ. And initially what we will do, we will simply store the element in the D queue from the map whose frequency is 1. So we will traverse the map and store in the front of the queue all of the element which are occurring only once. So firstly 2 will be stored, and then 3 will be stored, and then 5 will be stored. So at the front of the D queue 2 will be stored, and then 3 will be stored, and then 5 will be stored. So suppose our query comes like add 5. So it can be possible that 5 is already present in the map or 5 is not present in the map. So we will check if 5 is present in the map, then increase its frequency, means increase the frequency of 5. Now the frequency of 5 will become 2. And then suppose the query comes like report the first unique element. So first unique element is the front of the queue. So we will check if queue is not empty. If queue is not empty means at least one element is present in the queue, and the frequency of the first element of the queue, and frequency of the first element of the queue is 1, then we can say that we will return the front element of the queue, because the front element contains the element whose frequency is 1 in the TQ. Okay, so this is the first unique element function. If we will check that if queue is not empty and the frequency of the front element of the queue is 1, then we will return the front element of the queue. And let's say the query comes like add 2. Now what we will do, add 2. Now the frequency of the 1 becomes, and the frequency of element 2 becomes 2. Now we will check if the front of the queue, if the frequency of the front of the queue in add function itself, we will check that if the frequency of the first element of the queue is greater than 1, then what we will do, we will simply remove the front element of the queue, because this element is no longer remain the unique element in the queue. Okay, because 5 and 2 are inserted. So our structure will look like now 2 3 5, we have added 5, we have added 2. Now the first unique element is 3, not 2. So what we will do, we will simply remove from the front of the queue is 2. And now when the query report first unique element in the queue, then what we will do, we will simply go to the function if queue is not empty and the map and the frequency of the element is 1, then we will simply return the front of the queue, that is 3. Now let's say the query comes like add 3. Now what you will do, add 3. If 3 is already present in the map, then what you will do, you will simply increase the frequency of the 3, and after increasing the frequency of the 3, you will check if the newly added element is present at the front of the queue and the frequency of the front element is become greater than 1, then what you will do, you will simply remove it from the queue. Then this will be removed. And suppose the query comes now report first unique element now, then what you will do, you will simply go to the function and you will check if queue is not empty. Yes, queue is not empty because 5 is still present in the queue, but our condition has changed now. Now the frequency of the front element of the queue, that is 5, is now becomes 2. It is no longer remains 1. So what you will do, you will simply return -1, because there is no element in the queue which is a unique element. And unique element you can find by using the map, which takes O1 time for the lookup. And now we are going to implement this algorithm as it is, as we have seen, and one case remains. And what is that case? If the query comes like suppose we have element 2 3 5, and if the query comes like add 6, so we will check if this is not present in our map, then we will simply add in the map, and then we will add in the queue. And where we will add? We will add at the back of the queue, because front element of the queue always contain the first unique element. Now we will see the implementation of the code. So let's take a look into our code. So this is, suppose this is the main function, and in the main function we have given like an array, and array or vector we have given. We will simply declare one map of int comma int to store the frequency of the element, and we will take one DQ for storing the unique element at the front of the queue. And what we will do then in the function first unique, or you can say the main, you will increase the frequency of the element, whatever the element is present, and then you will check from the array itself, because the order of the element is important. So you will store the element in the order in which they are present in the original array. So we'll check that if the frequency of the element is 1, then what we will do, we will simply pushing back the element into the queue, because the first element will be present at the first position of the queue. Now in the first unique element, what we are doing, we are simply checking if the queue is not empty and the frequency of the first element is 1, then we will simply return the front element of the queue, and otherwise we will return the -1. And in the add function, what we are doing, we are checking if the value of the, if the value is not already present in the map, it means we are looking up into the map. If the value is not present in the map, then we are simply adding the value into the map and increasing its frequency by 1, and we are simply pushing back the value into the queue, because that element comes after the all the elements. And we will simply return from the function element is already present in the map. Then what we will do, we will simply increase the frequency of the element, and we will check if the frequency of the front element of the queue is greater than 1, means element that comes into the add function and we have increased the frequency of that element, is that element is the front of the queue. If it is, then what we are doing, we are simply popping from the front of the queue, because it could be possible that the element whose frequency is increased could be the front element of the queue, and if it is so, then we are simply popping from the front of the queue. So this is the simple explanation that I can explain you by from myself. So if you like the video, then hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.